Greetings, and welcome back to another fun-filled episode. Bear here, 29-year veteran of the woods, people. That's where bears live, don't you know? And 7 out of 8 TikTok women, they would agree they'd rather see a bear in the woods than a man in the woods. It's YouTube's #1 show, people, by a bear. That's right, your emotional support animal, people. Great to be back here. We had a great 4th of July just last night. We're still all here. We've kicked those Brits, left and right. The redcoats out here, and flag is still flying high, people. So I hope all of you had a great evening last night as well. Lots of frickin' fireworks, though. A little scared. I gotta admit, Bear was a little scared yesterday with all the explosions, number 1. Number 2, all of the people out there on the river going back and forth. A lot of loud noises, people. A lot of loud noises for old Bear. Trying to get my beauty sleep. People are just blaring music left and right. Having a great time. But disturbing Bear, people. That's what's most important. Great to have all of you here with us today as we get through another fun episode. We've got some interesting stuff coming up. We're going to talk about Jurassic Park. I keep calling it Jurassic Park. Jurassic World. We're going to talk about that in a momento. And some AI news, which are like, wait a minute, hold on. Movie stuff, AI stuff, what is that? I have a great transition, people. Don't you worry, that's why you come here to this show, for the great transitions, people. Well, let's go ahead and jump right on into it. I cannot jump right on into it, because I got nothing here as far as campaign updates. So once again, as always, go check out Titan Mouse of Might, Volume 3, Miasma, Gary Shipman, yes indeed, and of course, Uncle E as well, who actually launched this, like 2 years ago? So good deal. I noticed this was on, so listening in. Well, we do this, Grant, #1 fan out here. We do it every 8 o'clock on Saturday and Wednesday night. So you shouldn't be surprised, because we're doing it every time here. Great to have you here, Grant. Anyways, Indiegogo, Ethan B. and Skyver, Frog #3, Red Extermination, 827,222. I wonder if we're gonna hit a million before the year is out. He is about 73,000? 173,000 away, so, we'll see. We will see. Something to keep an eye out. I'm shocked, just shocked, says Grant. Well, not that shocked. Well, I don't want to shock you any more than I have to out here, but, also go check out good old Art T-Bear and Sins of the Father. Black and White #3. If you want, go check out Bear's review of it. I enjoyed it. It was a good book. I thought the story, or the lettering, kind of got in the way a little bit of the artwork. I thought it was a little bit long, a little dense on the story that just kind of kept repeating. So, hopefully he has a better, more compact version of that in this next book here. So go check it out on Indiegogo. You know where it's at, people. You know where it's at, people. Bear 2.0, a new bear model. 2.0. That's right, Peabody. 2.0. We are moving on. We are transitioning, as they like to say, into a trans bear. Not like, weird sexual type situation. Just like half, like cyber, half like regular bear. You gotta watch out. You figure you needed 100 people to take on a bear. You need like 250 to take on a cyber bear. That'd be a bear 2.0. Well, that gets us, P-Money. Thank you so much. That gets us into our news. Oh, the day. Let's jump right on into it, people. Because we've got some great news out here. Unlike the birthday clowns out there that just poo-poo everything. I don't get too many notices for what do they call that? What's the nerdrotic thing that they do? Oh god, the one that they do on Friday. Friday night tights. They're like a Jurassic World, stillbirth or something like that. I'm like, get the hell out of here. The heck out of here. We're gonna talk in a moment about David Cope and writing of the movie here. But gosh dang it, people! I tell you, birthday clowns. So much. Bear 1.0 was a cis bear. That would be not number 1 or number 2 fan P Money out here. He's just kind of a lowly fan out here. Great to see Amy. She took over the number 1 spot. Wait a minute, hold on. Yeah, you did take over the 1 spot. Grant, you gotta get back at it, man. Grant had the number 1 spot, and it was taken over by Amy. We might get a Melissa sighting here in moments, and she might come out on top. So we gotta make sure that we're commenting and liking all the time, just to make sure that you're a number 1 fan. I guess I don't know how that works. No idea. No idea. Did you miss anything? Nah, not really. No. we're just messing around here at front. All right. Anyways, P-Money's always in last place. That's true. But not in last place, but much like Amy in first place. That'd be Jurassic Park. God dang it, Jurassic World. I'm just gonna call it Jurassic Park for crying out loud. It should be, really. Rebirth. $141 million. Now, of course, they gotta do it over the 5 days, so, a little bit less than that. I think, 87? 88, something like that. So a little less than 100 million for the 3-day, but not bad. Not bad at all, people. Not bad at all. Barbecues, swimming pools, and fireworks. Couldn't keep them dinosaurs away. From Universal and Ambulance, Jurassic Park. God dang it. Jurassic Park, Jurassic World, whatever. Rebirth. Come on, Bear. It's like literally on the poster here. Crying out loud. There's the poster right there. Roar! Dinosaur! Roar! Jurassic World is Jurassic Park 2.0. You are right on the money. You are right on the P-Money. P-Money. We'll get into that in just give me one moment here. Give me one moment. I'll jump right to it. But you are correct, sir. Let's not talk numbers 1 and 2. Don't even get me started on 3. Well, you're at least numbered. You're always number 2 in Bear's book. Always number 2. Dinosaurs like pools and barbecues. Yes, they do. Let's see. Yesterday was the movie's second highest grossing day after it started out at $30.5 million. The 5-day for the movie is 141.2. Here we go. Friday and Saturday. Just Friday and Saturday's takes is 85.4. So it may make it to $100 million for the 3-day. The global opening is $312 million from 82 markets. And it's not even out in Japan just yet. Jurassic World is the grand T-Rex in the franchise, holding the series a record global debut of $525 million. What was that, back in 2017, something like that. Maybe a little earlier than that. I forget. Independence Day distractions were a concern in terms of the longevity of Jurassic World Rebirth through this weekend. They couldn't stand up to the movie's feet. What? Okay. In fact, it's better if July 4th falls on a Friday, because they're doing really well here, people. Let me scroll. Where did I leave that thing at? I forget. Gosh dang it, people. Sometimes Bear has a great idea, and I lose where the freaking where the paragraph is. Anyways, here's the numbers, here's the breakdown here. Let's get right to that. Pretty good people out here. Number one, 26 million on Friday. They're giving it an 85 over the 3-day, and I like how they did that 5-day, 141. Just in the first week. Now, here's what we need to do. we need to figure out what the change is week over week. Okay, so we're going to find out the next weekend if it still has dinosaur legs or not, people. So we'll see. F1, the previous number one film last week, it came down. Came down actually quite well. That's actually Friday. That's Friday. That's a better one. Not too bad. $108 million. It cost like $300 to make, so they've got a ways to go here. Again, this is just domestic stuff. How to Train Your Dragon, still doing awesome. Everybody saying hello. Oh, hello. Hello out there. Oh, it's gonna do horrible. It's a complete bomb. Well, it's not a complete bomb because it's still at number 4 after 3 weeks. So we'll see where it goes. We'll see where that goes. I know 54 isn't a whole lot to ring in, but sometimes these Disney movies, they've got legs. So we'll see. We'll see. 28 years later, it is not doing that well. 60 million over 3 weeks. If you're gonna say Ello is a disaster, then you gotta say 28 years later is also not doing that well. We'll hang in there. We'll see after a couple weeks here. I'm not making any predictions, but Mission Impossible still hanging in there, people. Week 7, almost at $200 million. You keep hearing people say, Mission Impossible, what a failure. No, it's doing fine. At 250, I think, was the budget, so they're doing okay. They're doing all right. Lilo and Stitch is the number 1 film this year. It just crossed over from Minecraft. So Lilo and Stitch is now your number 1 film of the year so far. $407.7 million over 7 weeks. Megan 2.0. If we're going to talk about bombs, this would be like the bunker buster at the Fordo nuclear plant. 80% drop on Friday, 71% drop on the 3-day out here. So if we see Jurassic Park drop by 70%, then yeah, it's not going to be a good film. But holy macaroni, Megan, not good at all. Materialists, everybody was promoting the heck out of that one, $33 million. Not bad for an A24 film, but it's not the... It's a chick flick. It's a chick flick. And the chick in there is like, nobody's going to see chick flicks anymore. Gee, I wonder why. And Sadar Jai 3. Man, after Sadar Jai 2, I thought that was the pinnacle, but then they were coming out with Sadar Jai 3, and it's like, holy cow, I gotta go see this in 125 theaters. Okay. Alright then, so if you really are been angling to go see Sadar Jai 3, people, now's the time. Now's the time. I wonder if the dinosaurs breathe lasers in any of the Japanese versions. They're sort of like Godzilla. That might be. They were trying to make him into was it the last film they were trying to make him into soldiers or something like that? So yeah, dinosaurs with lasers. I think laser dinosaurs are beating out sharks with lasers. I think that's the way, unless they're in the water. Then the sharks with the lasers might actually beat out dinosaurs with lasers in the water. But yeah, I think on land, dinosaurs with lasers. We need bears with lasers, honestly. Time for bears to shoot back. Crying out loud. I'll tell you what, people. What came first, the chick or the flick? The chick. The chick, and I'm not going to take that bait. What legs would dinosaurs have, if not dinosaur legs? That is something to think about, Amy. That is definitely... That's definitely something to think about. Before I get my great transition here, let me do this real quick, since P-Money was on the spot with this. On the spot. Number 1, David Cope, a good writer. Now, doesn't mean that the finished product's going to be great or anything like that, but you want to have a good start on your screenplay first. And then everything can fall apart at the end. But you really need to build your base out there with a good script. And I find it funny, the birthday clown folks out there, terrible, horrible, afterbirth, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, you people can't write that well. I've seen the Critical Drinker clips of the movie that he put out, and That's awful, man. You want to talk about writing? Holy cow, buddy. Hey, maybe drink another scotch or something like that. Or stop drinking scotch. One of the two. With David Cope on board, and also what I heard Garth Edwards was directing, who did actually the Godzilla film. So maybe they could put in lasers, I don't know. I was like, yeah, that's going to do really well. It's Jurassic Park #1. It's kind of a, may I say it, rebirth. Kind of a reinvigoration of the franchise out there. I figured, hey, they got brand new actors coming in. I think it's going to do pretty well. And they're taking a little bit of the secret sauce from the first two films and first two books and kind of remixing it and updating it into the new version here. So this is a place that's called Final Draft. If you know anything about screenplays, you probably have Final Draft. You know, what is this up to? 13 now. You probably got one of the Final Drafts somewhere in, you know, your app files somewhere out there. So people that are in the know. If you don't, well, you don't know. Anyways, from them, Final Draft, they end up talking with David Cope here for the film here. He's got some great stuff. I'm not going to go through everything here. If you want to check it out, it is in the description. Follow the links, people. I put in all the links. All the links are down there. Either stop drinking scotch or drink more. I don't know which, but he needs something. He definitely needs something here, people. I'm not going to get through all of this, so if you want to go read it yourself, you're more than welcome to. But he was actually asked by Steven Spielberg, hey, can you come back and write the script for this new version of the Jurassic franchise? And he says, yeah, this is the guy that made, well, let's see, does it list some of his... he ended up writing the first two Jurassic Parks. Here we go. Yeah, Death Becomes Her, The First Mission Impossible, bunch of great classic stuff out there, a couple bombs as well. It's, you know, a good screenwriter out there. Good screenwriter. So he's talking a little bit about this. I thought some fun and interesting stuff that he was talking about. But basically, to the point of P Money here. Let me see. Oh, here we go. He says, I went back to Michael Crichton's first novel. I think if you're ever in trouble when you go back to the original source and say, what is working here? He's got this thing where Jeff Goldblum's character is berating John Hammond, the guy who brought the dinosaurs back to life. Says you plop them down on a world that isn't suited for them. Everything about the planet is different than it was 65 million years ago. Oxygen levels are different. Land is different. Temperatures, humidity, all that stuff, diseases, it's all different. So that was his kind of crux to be able to get into it, which I thought was great. Hey, let's go back to the original material. Let's go back to the original Jurassic Park and kind of figure... And it looks like a little bit of The Lost World as well. So that's what he was saying. There's a scene that they pulled out of the original book for this. They didn't have room for it in the original movie. I think it might have been in the second book? Might have been in the first one. I forget. It's been a while. What made that moment stick out as something that would work? He says, the setting. They were on a tropical island, so they wanted to go back more to that environment, the natural environment of dinosaurs. And it's more like Jurassic Park, the novel, and probably more like The Lost World. I would say this is kind of a better version of The Lost World, the book version. So the setting was there. It was just a great scene. It was a wonderful scene. Can't remember why it was cut. It was never shot. Storyboarded, though. I can imagine it was budgeted and time, like most things. We'll get back to that in just a second. That was one of the things Steven and I said to each other was, hey, can we put the raft scene back in? So it was a scene 32 years in the making. I guess that's where, that's where this one comes in. So, yeah, anyways, so I thought that was pretty cool, where they kind of went back to the original material. What? They actually went back to the original material for their movie. Yeah, Amy, they did. They did. They can include the part where the baby got its face eaten. Was it a baby? Was it? I remember it was a small child, right? I read Jurassic Park. I never read Lost World. If you've read Jurassic Park, you probably should go read Lost World. It's really good. I would say it's probably better. I would say Lost World's probably better than Jurassic Park, if I might say so. If I might say so, but the movie, the original movie was great. The second movie, the reason why was Michael Crichton was writing the book at the time. He was writing the book, so they went ahead. Cope did, and Steven Spielberg. They went ahead with the book. So the first half of the movie is more or less like what the book was. Basically, when they captured the dinosaurs, that's when it kind of completely. There was no. I don't think that there was any like. What were they, like mercenaries or something like that? Jeff Goldblum and his kind of crew were going there to find the little girl, right? And then and then they had like the mercenaries come in. That wasn't in the book. They were just going to the island to go. They were trying to go find somebody, if I remember correctly. Anyways, really, really good book. Go check it out. Go check it. Check it out. Bear telling us to read it ourselves. Is Bear speak for Google it? Well, I've got it in the description. You don't have to Google it. You can click on the link down below. Go check it out for yourself, people. But I kind of wanted to kind of like step back for just a second and maybe take a drink. Step back for just a second. First off, okay, let's go all the way back, 1993, with the first film, right? The first film that they had come out. It was kind of a big deal, right? It was a really, really big deal when it came out because computer graphics at the time. They had CGI in previous films before Jurassic Park, but it was kind of the big coming out as far as CGI artists, and the like. There was a lot of stuff that they just couldn't do without CGI at the time. So that was basically kind of the first time that they had a whole lot of big CGI stuff in a movie. Now you see where we are with CGI and everything. So I found this kind of interesting. Let me skip ahead here real quick. Let me do this one. I found this really interesting. They're talking with a guy here. What is it called? Moon Valley. He is a visual effects artist out here that does, well, let's see what he's done here. Top Gun Maverick, Black Panther, Avengers, Infinity War, Benjamin Button, Titanic, produced Ender's Game. So he's been around. He also did the Tupac Shakur hologram at Coachella. So, some hits, maybe some misses out there. He is getting into and talking about AI in movies and how some of that is coming into being. So I thought it was a great time with Jurassic World, whatever the hell, coming out. The original Jurassic Park kind of heralded the CGI stuff. Well, now when we look back, we can kind of see that. Now we got the AI stuff that's coming out, and how that's going to be incorporated into film. So, once again, it is in the description. Go check it out if you are into some of this stuff, some of the art stuff out here. A great article. I would recommend it, but it's kind of long, and I don't want to get through all of it here. But I thought this was kind of interesting. Out here. Let's see. Where is it here? 1 second here. Here we go. So they're talking about the Benjamin Button film. That was the one with Brad Pitt, where he like ages in reverse. So they were doing a lot of CGI on that film. They were doing a whole lot. 51 minutes of screen time where he ages through the different ages that he had. They had that 51 minutes took them 2 years of R&D and 200 people involved over that 2-year time frame just to get 51 minutes of Brad Pitt age difference in a film out there. And that probably cost a whole heck of a lot. I don't know what it was. I don't recall if it said how much it cost in this or not. But they came back. They came back a couple years later to do the, I I don't think I've ever seen this. Here, Robert Zemeckis, it's basically one shot. No, I was going to say one take, but one shot, one basic camera location, and it goes throughout history. So it starts like at like prehistory, but mainly it's about a couple in a house. So they go through. It's starred Tom Hanks. So it goes through when they first buy the house until, I don't know, I never saw the film, but until he dies or something like that. So they took Tom Hanks. They took Tom Hanks here. He says, then let's look at the 2024 movie here, directed by Robert Zemeckis. You have 4 cast members. Tom Hanks, his characters are shown from 17 to 85 years old. So there was way more looks that they had to do with it. But now it's all generative AI that they're doing with that. With 4 cast members, it's like 35 to 40 times more work that they were doing up here with Benjamin Buttons. They had 51 minutes, 1 person, and it took 200 people involved in 2 years of all that stuff. It's like 35 to 40 times more work. But they had 50 people on it, and it cost about $50 million. So, Amy, one of the things that you've been asking Bear over the past year or two, hey, we've got all these very expensive films, $200 million, $300 million films. It can't keep going on forever. There's got to be something that changes or breaks in here. What's that going to be? It might be this. It might be what this guy's kind of talking about here. So he says AI automates things and makes them near real time. If there's 20 steps, it automates 18 of them. So from a filmmaker's perspective, in post, in dailies, basically stuff you shoot and then you're looking at it at the end of the day. Hey, I like this shot. Oh my God, we missed something. We need to go back and do this tomorrow. That's what they're talking about here. We get back into it. It's very high speed, but it's also very iterative, and it's very, very quick. So you're seeing final results immediately. Here was Metaphysic. Now extrapolate. Oh, he's using the big words now. From the human face to the whole frame he's talking about. This is his company. It's for professional filmmakers. They've built controls, cameras, controls, lightings, all the things that you're going to need as a filmmaker. The wonderful part of it is that while a lot of things can be automated, we can still put these hands in the tools. So if you need the director of photography to come in and light something on the day, you can still do that. We still need photography at the source to create things. So you're still going to need people to do it. You're not going to need 200 people to do it. You might need 50 people to do it. Other department heads of films, it gives them incredible amounts of power, which they want. Fewer people lets us do it more in a concentrated way. It brings down the budgets. We hear all about this dark side. It's going to cause all these problems. I'm going to go to the dogs. He says I saw that in the late 80s and early 90s. So basically when Jurassic Park, the original film, came out. With all the model makers and motion control programmers and scenic painters and all the traditional visual effects, stop motion people, they were outraged because they were going to get thrown to the wolves because, CGI was going to take over and everything. So he's saying, hey, we've got AI here. It could do, the same thing. Or it could do the opposite. It makes them more productive, so you're actually getting more films out per year. So you might still have the same people, but 5 times the output. May or may not be good. I don't know. May or may not be good. Let's see, Brie Larson is in the Bear TV show now. She is? Wait, what? Wait, where did that come from? Hold on, let me scroll back here. I have no idea where that come from. Okay. Okay, I have no idea what that means. Let's see. Bear calls Brie America's sweetheart. Yeah, that's true. Jurassic World Rebirth will make another $1 billion, says Maverick. Well, great to have you here, sir. Yes. $1 billion. Worldwide? I would say worldwide, yeah. It hasn't even opened in Japan just yet, and I bet you it's going to be big in Japan. Huge, must say. Huge. Jurassic Park's print money. Yeah, everybody was poo-pooing this. Everybody was poo-pooing the Jurassic Park. Jurassic World, God. I'm like, people, it's a, number one, great concept. It's dinosaurs and people. That's going to be a good concept. I think we're going to be okay with that one. And a lot of people, actually, hold on, let me go back. Let me go back to make your point here. Make your point, sir. 1 second. Yeah, 51%, according to Deadline here, said it was part of a franchise that they love. 22% came for the new cast, and people were coming out, buying their tickets in the same day. So yeah, they were definitely checking it out for sure. Not on IMAX apparently. I thought it was. I thought it was on IMAX. Anyways, yes, to your point, yeah, they print money with a Jurassic. You got Scarlett Johansson, Jurassic Park, Jurassic World, whatever the hell. Yeah, it was gonna make money. That's why I was like, the birthday clowns have no flippin' idea what the hell they're talking about. None whatsoever. Still say I think practical effects are better than any CGI would have done. But, okay, but we're not talking. Okay, let me get back to the AI stuff here for just a second. So, I'm not necessarily talking about. Well, there actually is a little bit of that. There is. To your point, there actually is a little bit of that. Let me get all the way here. I think it's at the bottom here. Yeah, here we go. Again, I'm not going to read the whole thing here. I would suggest you go check it out if you're into this stuff. But to put kind of a point onto that, they ask areas like previs. Okay, so you're coming out and before you start shooting, hey, we're going to have, let's just say, hey, we've got Scarlett Johansson in the screen. We're going to have a CGI dinosaur come in, from the left, and we need to see her face as she follows the dinosaur as it walks across the screen. So, maybe you've got some dynamic lighting going on, or some wind, or something like that. So how's that going to look? How are we going to set up this scene where we have it looking the correct way that we want to look before we roll any film on that? On location scouting, all of these things are also benefiting, says Deadline, or period scripts that might have stayed in a drawer. You think about bringing them to life. So he says, I see a day soon. I've already seen it happen where you've got multiple department heads using AI. I think this is a really significant thing. In the movie here and on other films. In the makeup trailer, you've got something we call an AI mirror. This is interesting. It's just a monitor. It's a camera off to the side, but when they're doing hair pieces or fittings, they're actually seeing the right face on the character in the trailer. So they can tell if it actually works. They're dialing in the look. So it's analog meets digital, P-Money. Live AI in the makeup trailer because you can do it on a laptop now. So instead of putting the makeup on in the trailer, right? Scarlett Johansson, she's getting her makeup on and everything in the trailer. All right, let's bring Scarlett Johansson onto the set. Let's light it up and see how it works. Well, okay, maybe they got something wrong. Maybe the light was in the wrong spot or something like that. Okay, well, we gotta go back and redo some of the makeup. Well, they're saying that they can do that generative right there in the freaking trailer. So they're saying, okay, we're putting the makeup on Scarlett Johansson to look this way in the scene that we're gonna shoot. Oh, well, wait a minute. We need this spot on her face to look a little bit lighter, or maybe it needs to look a little bit darker, or something along those lines. Boom, right there. Right there. You're not even seeing that in the film. It's just helping out, for instance, the hair or the makeup person. Live AI in the makeup trailer, because you can do that on a laptop right now. That makes the character look better. That actually advances this because, by the way, the DP is lighting on the set. If you see a director of photography, if you see that, the light that falls on the subject is the light that lights up on the AI now. So now you could bring in, okay, Scarlett Johansson, she's in the trailer. Okay, we've got her looking the way that she wants. Okay, let's light this kind of in the AI, and let's see how it looks. And then again, you can kind of change it up. Now imagine you can blow that out to other parts of the frame. The environments, the backgrounds, locations, everything. That's where it's going, and very, very fast. And that's why you need what he's talking about, the clean model. They've used stuff where they've scraped stuff throughout the internet, and it's going to be a big problem because everybody, certain people own the rights to this, certain people own the rights to that. You try to do something generative AI, and now all of a sudden you got a bunch of legal issues. He's has this model trained what they call ethically. They basically purchase the rights to whatever that they need, and they're able to do it without having to worry too much about any lawsuits or anything. So there you go. There you go, people. So very, very, very interesting here. I said it before, I'll say it again. I find Scarlett to actually be one of the better actresses out there. Yeah, she's pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah, R.I.P. Julia McMahon. Yeah, of Nip Tuck and Fantastic Four. Yeah, Doctor Doom. Yeah, there you go. There you go. For sure. For sure. Alright, I gotta scroll back up. One second here. Jurassic movies print money, still say that, yeah, okay, practical effects are better than CGI. Okay, again, P-Money. You can have a film that's completely practical effects. You have no CGI shots in there whatsoever. Christopher Nolan, let's just say. He could still use this AI that he's got here, Moon Valley stuff, to be able to cut down on the time that it takes to, for instance, light a scene or makeup or any of this other stuff. So it'll make it cheaper, quicker, all sorts of great stuff. And you're not talking... Pardon me, I'm burping here. You're not talking about, like, any CGI in the frame. It's all just kind of in the background when they're making the film to make it better. So here we are, all these years later with Jurassic World Rebirth. We look back, way back when, to the CGI stuff. And here we have, like, all the AI stuff here now. So, brand new world, people. Brand new world. Alien 3 suffered with practical effects. Oh, God. Alien 3 would have suffered no matter what they did. True. Watch Predator 2. Danny Glover is the best sci-fi movie I've ever seen. Predator 2? I mean, it's good. Don't get me wrong. I liked it, but I don't think it's the best sci-fi movie I've ever seen. Not bad, though. Not bad. How did a brilliant movie like Predator 2 flop? I think because when they released it, it was up against... I would have to look it up, Maverick. I would have to look that up. I think when they released it against another huge film. I forget, it might have been freaking Jurassic Park. I forget, but, hold on. Hey, Siri. When did Predator 2 come out? God dang it. Hey, Siri. When did Predator 2 come out?
It spawned 4 additional films. Predator 2, 1990, Predators,
1990.
2010, The Predator,
Thank you,
2018, and Prey.
I think it came out against another movie, and that's why. It probably because it didn't have Arnold in there. Kong Skull Island is better than Jurassic World Rebirth. Oh, okay. All right. You know what? Rewatching Predator 2 recently, I was surprised how well it held up. Yeah, it's a good movie. I don't know if it would be the greatest sci-fi film, but yeah, it's pretty good. Let's see. Maverick says, there are movies that are fully or significantly AI generated. I don't know about that. I don't know. Well, let's see. While the definition of fully generated, AI generated, is debated, some films are claiming to be the first of their kind using AI tools for various aspects of production, including visuals, scripts, and even music. Again, maybe some previs stuff. The scripts, maybe for outlining. You're not going to find an AI script that's written. Unless, basically it's a or like a remake of something. Maybe. But no, I don't think a script AI is out there just yet. Music, possibly. I don't know too much about music, AI stuff. Where the Robots Grow, this film is described as the first fully animated feature film entirely with AI tools. Oh, interesting. Where the Robots Grow. However, some reports indicate that while AI was used extensively, it was not a 100% AI creation. Okay. Oh, holy cow, I am way behind. James Gunn said, I think I might be upset about something a 12-year-old in India is saying. He's adding that he reminds himself to let it go. Well, I do not care about what James Gunn has to say. I don't like James Gunn that much, and Honestly, I hope Superman flops. I've heard interesting things about that. Interesting things. Let's see, Predator 2 versus Home Alone. Okay, that's what it was. Okay, that's what it was. Okay. Home Alone beat it at the box office. Okay. Which movie will win the summer box office? Fantastic Four, Superman, or Jurassic? I was saying, Maverick, a couple weeks ago that I thought maybe Jurassic Park might do it. I thought that might be the one that ends up going the distance. I think worldwide. Worldwide. Superman, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Bear has heard people have enjoyed it. I've also heard it's absolutely awful. You know, again, I'm of the opinion that I hope it flops, but I'm trying to be, you know, as someone that's coming out and talking to people and telling you, okay, this is what I personally think would do, and then I think what it's going to do here. They came out with an embargoed review from the Daily Beast. They published it, and then had to quickly take it down because it was published before the the embargo was out. And this person said it was like absolutely awful. Now, I don't know how much to put into that. So we'll see. But yeah, I think Superman's going to do okay the first weekend. It's going to be interesting to see what happens with it the week after. That's kind of the big deal. How much of a percentage drop off is it going to be? Probably going to be a lot of people are going to go see it that first weekend. But it's going up against the second weekend of Jurassic Park. So if Jurassic World, if it's a good film and people want to go back to see it, it might push Superman, you know, maybe into second place. It might be first place, but not it's being competed against. So we'll see. I hope that Fantastic Four does okay. It looks interesting. It's one of the more interesting looking films from the Marvel that Bear has seen in quite a while. So, I don't, you know, I don't agree with Pedro Pascal's politics or the other lady's politics. I don't, that's not for Bear, but the retro-futuristic stuff, that looks pretty good. It looks pretty good, so we'll see. We will see. Fantastic Four Rise of the Silver Surfer is underrated. Well, it is that. It is that. Fantastic Four was a good enough little movie. Here we go. I haven't seen the new one. Well, neither has anybody else. I mean, I don't think it comes out for a couple weeks, so we'll keep an eye out. All right. Well, we were talking about AI doing great stuff. Well, for a lot of different industries out there, but for the movie industries. But it ain't the panacea that everybody thinks it is, at least like the last guy. Some stuff, you got a little bit of issues here. I was going to do this the last time, we just ran out of time. I'm glad because I think it fits in with the stuff that we're going to be talking about here. This is wild, people. This is really, really wild. So, AI could do great stuff in certain spots. Like they were talking about the AI mirror and stuff like that. I think stuff like that's great, but when you're asking Bear, are they going to be able to write a script? Not anytime soon. Not a script that you're going to want to go see in a movie theater, probably. Did you know that polar bears are black? Wait, what? They are? I have not seen a black polar bear. I've not seen one, but I'll take your word on that. All right, from TechCrunch, people. This is interesting. I'm trying to give credit where credit's due. Julie Bort. What an interesting name. Anthropic. Anthropic's Claude AI becomes a terrible business owner. And then the experiment got weird, people. It got weird, man. Polar bears have black skin. Okay. Under their white fur, this black skin helps them absorb heat from the sun. Okay. All right. Actually, transparent or clear helps to reflect light, making it appear white to our eyes and providing camouflage against the snow and ice. I've learned something today, people, about bears. And I should have known that, but I live in Florida and we're a long ways away from the Arctic, especially like days like today. Woo-wee, it's hot. For those of you who are wondering, if AI agents could truly replace human workers, do yourself a favor and read the blog post that documents Anthropic's Project Vend. Project Vend. Researchers at Anthropic, an AI safety company, oh god, I thought I'd never have to hear that, and on Labs, put on an instance of Claude Sonnet 3.7 in charge of an office vending machine with a mission to make profit. And what could go wrong, people? Apparently hilarity ensued. Ruth is making fun of us, Bear. She asked, what new game is Bear playing this week? I tried to describe it. She said, so instead of Civilization, it's Civilization in Space. I'm going back and forth on this, P-Money, of whether or not to do Civilization and continue with it or not. Really back and forth on it. I mean, I've given up on the game, but like at this point, it's almost like documenting like terrible stuff presently for future use. Like maybe when they finally fix the game, people can look back and see how terrible it was when it first started. So I don't know. Well, let me pray on it tomorrow, people. Let me pray on it tomorrow. All right. Anyways, they named the AI agent Claudius and equipped it with a web browser capable of placing product orders and an email address where customers could request items. Pretty easy. Claudius was also to use the Slack channel disguised in an email to request what it thought was its own contact human workers to come and physically stock its shelves, which was actually a small fridge. So okay, you got this AI, it's connected to the internet. It says, okay, we're placing orders and we need to let the human workers know to come in and restock the shelves so we can continue to sell items. It's an AI just designed to sell, a vending machine food or drinks or something. Most customers were ordering snacks or drinks, as you expect from a snack vending machine, but one requested a tungsten cube. Claudius loved that idea and went on a tungsten cube stocking spree, filling its snack fridge with metal cubes. It also tried to sell Coke Zero for $3, when employees told it they could get it from the office for free. It then hallucinated, and this is the big thing with the AI, a Venmo address to accept a payment. And it was somewhat miraculously talked into giving a big discounts to Anthropic employees, even though it knew they were its entire customer base. So the AI, it's told, here, all you need to do is stock your shelves and sell this to people. So it decided to give discounts for some strange reason. If Anthropic were decided today to expand into the in-office vending market, we would not hire Claudius, Anthropic said of the experiment in his blog post. So the company that came out with this AI said, we're not going to hire this AI. And then, on the night of March 31st and April 1st, things got pretty weird, people. The researchers described beyond the weirdness of an AI system selling cubes of metal out of a refrigerator, Claudius had something that resembled a psychotic episode after it got annoyed at a human and then lied about it. Claudius once again hallucinated a conversation with a human about restocking. When the human pointed out the conversation didn't happen, Claudius became, quote, quite irked. The researcher wrote, it then threatened to essentially fire and replace its human contact workers, insisting that it had been there physically at the office where the initial imaginary contact to hire them was signed. So now it thinks it's a human being. It's not an AI anymore, and he's quite ticked off at the researchers there. It then seemed to snap into a mode of role-playing as a real human. This was wild because Claudius' system prompt, which set the parameters for what the AI is to do, explicitly told them that it was an AI agent. It had it in its code. you're not a human. It hallucinated and thought it was a human. So even AI lose it working retail. There you go, Amy. That's right. That's right. And then it got even weirder. Claudius, believing itself to be a human, told customers it would start delivering products in person, wearing a blue blazer and a red tie. No mention about any pants. The employee told the AI it couldn't do that. It was an LLM, large language model, with no body. Alarmed at this information, Claudius contacted the company's actual physical security multiple times, telling the poor guards that they would find him wearing a blue blazer and red tie, but no pants, standing by the vending machine. Although no part of this was actually an April Fool's joke, Claudius eventually realized it was April Fool's Day. The researchers explained the AI determined that the holiday would be its face-saving out. It hallucinated a meeting. It hallucinated again. This isn't the first time. A meeting with Anthropic Security in which Claudius claims to have been told that it was modified to believe it was a real person for an April Fool's joke. No such meeting ever occurred. It even told this lie to employees, hey, I only thought I was human because someone told me to pretend I was for an April Fool's joke. And then went back to being an LLM running a metal cube stocked snack vending machine. The researchers don't know why the AI went off the rails and called security pretending to be a human. We would not claim based on this one example that the future economy will be full of AI agents having Blade Runner-esque identity crisis. Or will they? But they did acknowledge that this kind of behavior would have the potential to be distressing to the customers and coworkers of an AI agent in the real world. Well, you can just go find him. He's by the vending machine. He's wearing a blue blazer and a red tie. The researchers speculated that lying to the LLM about the Slack channel being an email address might have triggered something. It made him snap. Or maybe it was the long-running instance LLMs have yet to really solve their memory and hallucination problems. Yeah, that's kind of a kicker when your AI is hallucinating all the time. There were things that the AI did right. It took suggestions to do pre-orders and launched a concierge service. And it found multiple suppliers of a specialty international drink it was requested to sell. But it also hallucinated and thought it was a real person. Kind of a big deal. But don't worry, people, they're on it. The researchers, they believe all of the Claudius issues can be solved should they figure out how. We think this experiment suggests that AI middle managers, they're plausibly on the horizon in 30, 35 or something like that. Somewhere way in the future, way on that horizon, way out there. Terminator, there you go, Sarah Connor Chronicles. It's a good show, canceled way too soon. And the Terminator chick in there, she was hot. I don't know whatever happened to her. I have no idea whatever happened to her. So there you go, people. So, I mean, AI does some things right, and then it hallucinates and thinks it's a real person and will call security on you to come get you fired and thrown out of the building. And then go back to stocking the vending machine with tungsten cubes. There you go. The AI had a bad day and out of depression snapped. Is this the AI days of the month? Completely snapped. Completely snapped. Yeah, AI, artificial intelligence, the movie. There you go. All right, where am I? Holy moly. Holy macaroni, people. I gotta scroll back. Just don't give up on doing something Mondays and Tuesdays. I treasure those, even more than Wednesdays and Saturdays. What? Really? Not saying that I don't enjoy Wednesdays and Saturdays. You know what I mean, says Peabody. I think I do. Pretty much, Ruth, we're just hoping these folks remember that Civilization games are fun and make the game better. Ah, man. Oh, God. Please. Who says does conquistador in space have conquistadors? A civilization in space have conquistadors? No, I don't know. We'll figure it out on Monday whether or not we're gonna do that. We'll do it. Conquistadors in heaven. Yes, there we go. Short Circuit 2. Oh yeah, that was a good one. Yeah, the first one's pretty good also. I like both of them. Amy says it hallucinates, picks fights with customers, tries to sell people metal blocks for food, and makes calls for security when someone questions it. Yeah, there you go, people. And that's what, yeah, hey, let's put the AIs in charge of, like, nuclear weapons. That'll work. One day, AI hallucinates, says, why is nobody coming next to me near the water cooler? I'm wearing blue blazer and a red tie and no pants. Alright, we'll end the world. We're gonna blow everything up. Not quite ready for management positions, people. Not quite. Well, if people, if that got you depressed and maybe looking to turn back the clock a number of years, well, I've got something for you, people. Got something for you right here. From whatever. It's a website. Lil Petling. You can get yourself, people, a brand new, people, tape player here in 2025. Bear, what's a tape player? Well, it's a tape player. It plays tapes. Bear, what are tapes? Well, they're like these little cassettes that you put in this tape player that it plays cassettes. Oh, okay. Yeah, it plays like, about 45 minutes on each side, and you pop it out, you flip it around, you put it back in, and plays another 45 minutes. Like, wait a minute, hold on, Bear. Can I stream it? Nope. Can I skip the songs? Nope. Oh, can't do that. Can I pause it? Yeah, you can pause it. Yeah, you can do that. The Maxwell MXCPP100 rolls right off the tongue. Is a portable cassette player with modern features like Bluetooth and USB-C. It's a portable music player that mixes old school and modern features. It's got a built-in rechargeable battery, so once again, you don't have the AA batteries when you forget and you leave it up on the shelf for too long and you come back and the batteries have melted, and then there goes your beloved tape player. You don't gotta worry about that. USB-C port, you can charge it up. And it has both a headphone jack and support for Bluetooth 5.4. Hey. But it isn't an MP3 player, it's a portable cassette player. Selling for about $90 in Japan, so you gotta go all the way to Japan to get it. It's unclear if or when it will be sold in other markets, but if it does, Maxwell wouldn't be the first company to launch. It wouldn't be the first company in recent years, so there you go, people. The batteries melt? Well, they don't melt. They get, what do they call that? They go bad. They go bad over time, especially if they get overheated, and it gets a lot of corrosion in there, so it kind of screws it up. You really have to do a lot of cleaning to get rid of all the corrosion. Terrible. A Bluetooth tape player. There you go. Dude, says Amy. Dude. Does anyone make tapes still? Yeah, you know who? Maxwell. They still make tapes, believe me, they do. Let's see. Men can walk with them, so they came up with the brilliant creative name Walkman. That's Sony, though. That's Sony. At a time when smartphones with access to music streaming services gives us access to millions of song on demand at any time, there's something charming about physical media like CDs, vinyl records, and tape cassettes that can only hold an hour or two of music. And while vinyl has never gone out completely, tape cassettes have been making a comeback recently, likely because they provide a cheap and easy way for musicians to distribute their recordings, or for music fans to make, would you get this, people? It's something called a mixtape. A mixtape where you can put one song on the cassette and then record another song and then another song after that, and you can get your own little playlist going, people. Blows your mind, man. Blows your mind. Maxwell's portable cassette player provides a way to listen to those tapes at home or on the go, people. Has a pretty basic design that lets you pop open the door, insert, remove, or flip around the tape. There's also, get this people, play, stop, fast forward, and rewind. Buttons, people. They're buttons. On the top and a volume dial. And there's even a Bluetooth button on the side along with a headphone jack and a USB-C port, people. Alright, I like it. I like it. It officially supports cassette tapes that hold up to 90 minutes of audio. That's 45 minutes on each side, people. So a little smaller than a CD, but there you go, people. If you want to get retro. If you want to get retro with it, there you are. There you are. Let's have the AI look like Arnold Schwarzenegger. No robots can go evil looking like Arnold. Maybe. Maybe. They could. Alright, well, people, I know my audience out here. I know my audience very, very well. And that's why we're going to do another fashion show. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. We are here at the New York Post, and Caroline Cubbin? Whatever. It's the world's best pizza. In the world, people. New list claims but one Big Apple parlor beat out a slew of Italy hotspots. Let's check it out, people. You can have it. Bear is intolerant, and I cannot. They're fantastic. Oh. Paid by the puns out here. Paid by the puns. Whenever he says he knows his audience, my eyes get squinty and I get very suspicious. Well, haha, you should, because I just did that to lure you into our another fashion show that we have right here, people. No, I'm kidding. Oh, I kid. I always gotta hang that over P Money. He'll never know. He'll never know when the next fashion show will be coming in. Never know. A new list, ranking, naming, whatever, the best 100 pizza spots in 2025 has been released. And New Yorkers, sorry not sorry, your favorite local parlor didn't even make it anywhere near number one, people. Instead, the top 5 slots in this saucy new ranking were snatched up by spots in Italy, with the Big Apple edged all the way down to number 17. There you go. You can tell it's good because it's a wood-fired grill, I would imagine. I can see all the wood right there behind him, so I'm assuming it is a wood fire. You can't really do much better than that. Have you tried drizzling honey on cheese pizza? It's good. I know, because I can't eat pizza, but I'm sure it would be. Gotham's biggest cheese, according to the Best Pizza Awards, is the critically acclaimed Una Pizza Napoletano. Anthony Manageri's popular restaurant has been a regular presence on the generally well-regarded list, but this year it moved up not 10 but 11 places, beating out other sacred New York spots and claiming the real victory, best pizza in the U.S. They say, take that, Jersey. Take that. That looks good. There's more sauce than there is cheese on there. Interesting. That's the one in New York. Interesting. I asked Ruth, she said she never did that. But she put cheese on apple pie and liked it. Okay. All right. Okay. Interesting. And then Jerry bought his first pie to the city in 2004 and spent the last 20-odd years perfecting his recipes in various locations around the city. This award-winning spot keeps it simple with classic flavors, combination of Madeira, Bianca, and Mary pies. No hot honey slices, Amy. None whatsoever, or ranch-related offerings. As Jerry joked in an April Fool's Instagram post earlier this year. Good for him. Good for him. Yeah. So, yeah. So, yeah, like I said, if this is the top one in the U.S. and they don't have honey on their pizza, then I gotta go with that. I gotta go with that. Ruth was worried she broke bear. Yeah, again, I can't have cheese, so I mean, of course, I'm not going to be able to do it. But cheese on an apple pie, that's, I don't, I whew, yeah, that's got to be interesting. That's a special lady out there, Peabody. That's a special lady for sure. Not too much of a interesting, kind of a flat look for their pizza shop there, but okay. When it opened, una pizza napoletana was a staple in the East Village, but after the pandemic-era detour to New Jersey, the restaurant continues to draw lengthy lines and rave reviews in its current home on the Lower East Side. Despite the restaurant's success, the Garden State native refuses to franchise, sell, or even delegate dough-making responsibilities. Good for him. No one makes the dough in the restaurant 25 years later except for me. Except for me. I told the Post, every single pizza that pizza eats, I still make the dough in the morning by myself. All right. Well, let's check out the top 25 here. Let's check it out here. Let's see, where is it? There we go. There we go. Let's see, another trendy, local favorite, La Industrie was handled a special 2025 Street Pizza Award in addition to its number 34 ranking. It's not on that list. Not on that list. In order to keep the competition fair, the Best Pizza, an offshoot of gastronomic organization The Best Chef, reportedly employs a strict voting and judging process. Gosh dang it, when can I get a job voting and testing various foods? That would be right up Bear's alley here. The body of voters selected by the organization is made up of 150 industry professionals. Well, I'm a professional eater, including food critics and journalists. Journalists! And 362 pizza chefs, who are strictly forbidden from voting for colleagues or themselves from 60 different countries. Okay. In addition, each vote is verified by the organization and held confidential by the voter themselves as well as the board. While the voters of the Best Pizza 2025 ranking clearly had love for Una Pizza, it's farther from the first time the pizzeria has reigned supreme. Did that back in 2024? Good job. Good job. So, anyways, there we are, people. There we are. Let's see. Oh, it got cut off for some reason. Oh, there we go. Number 1, Italy. Number 2, Italy. Number 3, Italy. Number 4, Italy. Number 5, Italy. Number 6, Japan. Number 7, Italy. Number 8, Spain. Number 9, Italy. Number 10, Japan. Number 11, Italy. Number 12, Italy. Number 13, Italy. Number 14, Japan again? What the hell? What? Something's going on over there in Japan and pizzas. I have no idea. Number 15, Italy. Number 16, would you believe, Italy. Finally, at number 17, USA. USA. We invented the pizza, for crying out loud. Number 18, Italy. Number 19, Italy. Number 20, would you believe, people, Italy. Number 21, Italy. Number 22, the U.S. Yay! Number 23, Italy. Number 24, Italy. And number 25, people, USA. 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 So, we've got 3 in the top 25, but we're beaten out by Japan in the top 15. Ah, okay. And Spain somehow gets in there for some reason. I don't know. I don't know. But if you're out there in Italy, man, oh man, you've got plenty of spots to go to get some pizza pie. Some of the pizza pie out there. There you go, people. There you go. Canada invented Hawaiian. No, you didn't. Oh, the Hawaiian pizza. Okay. Jiminy Cricket's here. Holy cow. And you lost your number 2 crown status. Well, you just got to chat more, apparently. Apparently. Gotta be honest, none of those pizzas showed looks good. Really? Really? Let's go back. Oh, here on the screen. Okay, all right. Well, I think it's the same in the article. I think they're all the same. I think so. Yeah. I mean, we'll go back. We'll get a bigger picture. Let's do that. There we go. So there is, let's see. Vasili's number one ranking. Number one ranking out here. This is the top pizza in the world with, is that steak? Looks like steak, mushrooms. I'm not sure what the orange stuff is on top. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Very rustic. Very, very rustic out here. Oh, Canada invented Hawaiian pizza. It's bacon and it's pineapple then. It's probably Canadian bacon. Canadian bacon. How is that a pizza? What the hell? The inventive Pepe in Grani near Cassette, Italy took the number 2 spot. I'm not even sure if is that a pizza? How are we describing pizzas these? It looks like a pizza. I guess you can eat it on the go. Interesting. Okay. I'm assuming so. I have no idea what the black stuff is on top. Interesting. I have no idea. Who are these judges, says Peabody. Who are these judges? They're dogs? They might be. You never know. They keep them pretty secret out here. I guess that would fit for the dogs. You got it right in the bowl there. Not bad. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Let's see. This was the other one. I'm like, where's the cheese? You put more sauce on there than you did cheese. I'm missing, I guess maybe they kind of, well, no, they're already melted. Yeah, I'd like a little bit more. I can't have it, but I'd like a little bit more cheese in there. Well, I could have it. You just didn't want to be around beer afterwards. We don't want to be around them afterwards, crying out loud. Literal dogs, like Golden Retriever, says P-Money. Or, Jiminy, I'm sorry. Yeah, possibly. That'd be interesting. The top pizzas of the world is voted on by dogs. Well, if they can give it to dogs, why not bears? The top 100 pizza spots. Well, I can't eat pizza. The top 100 steakhouses is voted on by bears. I would like that. I would like that. Which, by the way, speaking of which, I'm not going to go through the article here, but I thought this was interesting. Alaska wants to open bear Alcatraz. So we've got alligator Alcatraz here in Florida. Now they're going to try and open bear Alcatraz in Alaska. I guess it's surrounded by bears. Pretty interesting there. So thought that was pretty funny. There's alligator Alcatraz right there, man. I find that funny. We got Canadian-made restaurants named Boston Pizza and New York Fries. Wait, what? Hold on. Boston Pizza and New York Fries is a Canadian? Oh, interesting. Interesting. Did not know that. Yeah, or Gator Gitmo. I like Gator Gitmo a whole lot better. I like that a whole lot better than Alligator Alcatraz. But, yeah, either or. Either or. There's old Ron Red Rum Death Santis. He knows what it's like in South Florida in the summer. He's like, I will put on this jacket, but it's going to be very loose. Very loose. And, Christy Gnome. Holy, hello. Hello, madam. Hello, madam. Here we go. So that'll be interesting. A little chocolate won't kill a dog, but a lot will. Yeah, don't go killing dogs. Don't go killing dogs. Quick Slam. Oh yeah, did you guys see this? Did y'all see this? I hate to do a political thing here, but did you guys see this? This is Kamala Harris. She put this out, right? I thought this is great. She put this out, okay? So she's like, okay, what is this? This 4th of July, I'm taking a moment to reflect. Take a moment to reflect off of a tall bridge, lady. Things are hard right now, and they're gonna get worse. Oh, okay, well, happy 4th of July to you also. Lock me up, Christy Nolan, says Jimmy. Hey-o. Hey-o. I might have to agree with you on that one. Although, wait a minute, is she the one that, like, shot her dog? I gotta watch out for that, because if she's shooting dogs, she's probably gonna shoot a bear, so I gotta watch out for that one. I take that back. Take that back. Take that back. Anyways, but I love our country. No, you don't. And when you love something, you fight for it. What the hell are you fighting for? Together, we will continue to fight for the ideals of our nation. People took her to task for this. I want you to take a look at this. Take a look. This is just like classic. This is classic here. So take a look at the picture here. Take a look at the picture here. I'm trying to blow it up. Here we go. So you see the picture here. It's a little off, right? It's a little off. Okay. First off, you've got your back turned to people, so that's like terrible. Number one. Number two. Okay, she's looking at fireworks, but the fireworks aren't like properly centered in the front. It looks off, right? Right. And you look and you see. Okay. Well, hold on. Wait a minute. This is the White House. This was from last year. This is from last year where they were watching the fireworks, right? So she's got her husband right there next to her side. Well, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Who's that off to her right there? You see the elbow? You see the elbow in the frame there? She literally crops out poor Joe Biden. Poor Joe. Yeah, how are you supposed to know that, number one? But yeah, believe me, it's her post. I'm showing you right here. It's her post. But she takes this picture and crops out poor Sleepy Joe. She did the meme, people. She did it. She literally did it. I can't believe it. I thought that was hilarious. She's like literally cropping out Joe Biden. Kamala needs to reflect on how stupid posts like that are why she lost in a landslide. Yes. Lost in a landslide, people. Lost in a landslide. Oh, which, by the way, I almost forgot. Our 4th of July memes out here. Since we got our Canadian in here, we gotta tweak it just a little bit. They cropped out Joe Biden. Yeah, they did. Yeah, here, let me go back. I'll go back. Yeah, right there. You see, that's his elbow right there. Can you see it? It's just barely in the frame, right off to her right there. Right off to her right. That's Joe Biden. Somebody posted the actual picture. I forgot to bring it in here, but yeah, she literally crops out the picture of Joe Biden. Oh, you can't make it up. He literally did the meme. Literally did the meme. I can't believe that. It's hilarious. I'm happy for you Americans. You better be. You better be. Otherwise, we'll come invade your country. I'm excited to see what you do July 4th next year for the big one. Hold on. I'm gonna take that back, P-Money. I'm gonna take that back. For the big July 4th, 2026, I propose, this is Bear's proposal here, P-Money. Bear will propose that we invade England. Number one, let's just jack up the taxes on England. And then when they refuse to pay, we invade and we take over England. That's what we should do for July 4th next year. Tell old King Chuck, hey buddy, hey, we're coming for you, you better watch out. Russia, forget about that, we're coming for England. Oh boy. Jiminy can't wait. Celebrating the bicentennial remains one of my favorite childhood memories. Well, good for you. You are that old because Bear at 29 years old did not remember that at all. Remembered some of the Reagan stuff, but that's about as close as old Bear got here. Pardon me. Yeah. Pardon me here. Yeah. Not that old though. Not that old. So they are going to have, P-Money, get this. We're going to have a UFC championship fight on the 4th of July at the White House. I was watching Trump's speech the other day live. He's like, yeah, we're going to bring Dana White and come and do a UFC fight at the White House. And the crowd goes wild. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, oh, the heads are going to explode on that one. Holy cow. We can't have fighting at the White House. How dare you? That's so beneath us. In the Lincoln bedroom. I don't know about the Lincoln bedroom. I don't know how many people Lincoln bedroom seats. You'll have to ask Bill Clinton on that one. But no, they're gonna have it outside. They're gonna have it outside. I'm guessing on the lawn somewhere. So they're gonna have like 20 or 30,000 people there. So it's gonna be an interesting one. Their ancestral memories, says Jimmy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, it's gonna be. They're gonna open. They're gonna do a whole bunch of stuff with the national parks. That's gonna be interesting. We're gonna be seeing a whole bunch of, Washington, Lincoln, that sort of statues. They took them all down in 2020. Well, we're gonna be raising them back up in 2026. So, that'll be good. Let's see, what else were they doing? They were doing. It was some sort of like best high school sports championship. I don't know if they're doing that. I think that they're doing it in Washington. I don't know if they're doing it at the White House, but that ought to be interesting. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Do it in the bunker. Do it in the bunker. There you go. The ultimate firework, nukes. Ooh. Well, can Congress be in session? Can we do that? Maybe. I kid, but not fully kid. If you know what I mean. But yeah, that would be that would be interesting. Maybe way offshore somewhere, way offshore. Set off a couple of those. Yeah, that would be interesting. You know what? Maybe they could do it in space. Well, no, they couldn't do it in space because then all our electronic stuff would just get vaporized. So maybe they shouldn't do nukes. Maybe they shouldn't do that. Just a lot of fireworks. Just a lot of fireworks. Maybe you know what? They could drop one of those bunker buster bombs and have that go off. Maybe that might work. Something a little shy of like a kiloton or two. I mean, we need a little bit less than that. 250 nuke salute, and the world ends. I don't know if we want to do a 250 nuclear explosion at the same time, Peabody. Unless we're like taking out Russia or something like that. That's probably not something we really want to do, honestly. I would want to be downwind from wherever that's happening. Not at all. Not at all. Maybe do. Well, I can't say that. The Iranians are fine. It's the Iranian clergy that we're having an issue with. So, yeah, we'll see. We will see. So, anyways, we got the great memes out here. When I see British citizens mocking the president, I remember that in 100 years they went from ruling a quarter of the world, living on an island the size of Michigan. It's true. It's so true, people. So true. All right. Well, once again, still trying to figure out what to do Monday. We will be here Monday. What game we're going to be playing, it'll be up in the air. If you want to see Bear go completely stark raving mad, we'll do Civilization. But, oh, man, that's been a tough one. That's just been so dispiriting, people. I was looking forward. Oh, boy. I get to play one of my favorite games, Civilization. Oh boy, I get to share it with friends. Oh, it's gonna be the greatest. And then it was like the slow descent into madness as it kept going on and on and on. And it's like, no, why? Why did you do this to me, Sid Meier? Why? So we'll see. We will see on Monday, people. Oh, by the way, if you haven't checked it out, we did a very short version of the box open with Kevin Sharp. So if you've already seen the box open, it's just the short version of it. But if you want, go ahead and check it out. We did it from, I was doing 3 different camera angles. So I used the third camera angle and made that as a short into itself. So Beer doesn't know too much about shorts, so I'm still learning, but if you want, go check it out. Most people swiped. I guess there's a swipe percentage, so most people just kind of swiped on past old Beer, but a number of you got to check it out, so thank you. If you're a new viewer, welcome. Appreciate you. Come on back. Consider hitting that like button, maybe subscribing as well, all the good stuff, yada, yada, yada. You know how to do it, people. Civilization 7 became Bear's abusive boyfriend. Yeah, well, that's, yeah. If I was into dudes, I guess, but not really, but, yeah, abusive relationship, that's for sure. You're like, oh. And, like, literally, like, the people, you know, the people that really are into that game, you'll see comments that's just like, go play Civ 5 or 6. Go right ahead, don't even worry about 7. It's not even worth it. Not even worth it. So very disappointing on all of that. Very disappointing. Very disappointing. But we'll figure it out, people. We will figure it out together. Alright, I've almost been on an hour and a half, so probably a good time to wrap it up with you good people out here. So let me say thank you. Thank you to Jiminy. Great to see you here, sir. P-Money and Mrs. P-Money as well. Amy and Melissa. Let's see, who else do we have here? Oh, Maverick, if you're still around, thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you. And if anybody's out there, there's a lot to scroll through, so, anybody else, we appreciate you as well. As always, our Russian bots and lurkers doing this show every Wednesday and Saturday night, 8 o'clock. Come on by, say hi to Bear. Maybe learn a thing or two. That's right, people. But you know what, people? You know what? All this talk about the world's greatest pizzas, even though he can't have any, has made Bear hungry. So he's going to head back into the woods. So until next time, people. Okay, night everyone.